everyone, this is Erin from Sandpaper Road, and today I'm sharing with you a walkthrough of this mini album that I made for a gift for someone, and I just wanted to share it with everyone before I give it away as a gift because I was so happy with the way it turned out. So let's see, let me start off by telling you the size here. It is, well, how about if I measure it better? 6.5 inches by 7 inches by almost 1.5 inches, just shy of 1.5 inches, like 3.5 centimeters is the measurements. Now, actually, if you're interested in the measurements of the construction of the album, unfortunately, I don't have a tutorial of how I made it because I just kind of made it. But you know what I will do is I will put these are my scribble measurements that I do as I'm making in my notes when I make an album. And I'll put those over on my blog. And if you're interested in the measurements for the construction of the album, then you can head over there and I'll put a link down in the description and you can check that out. Okay. But look, I just love this. Look at the cat with the balloons. Oh my goodness. Is that not, and it says four-legged friends. Is that not the cutest thing you ever saw? So cute. This cover I really like. Look at that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I just love when an album comes out. There's something so satisfying about like when you do the cover in such a way that there's no cracks. This is one of those craft o'clock covers that I really, really like a lot. And it's just made with that special paper that just doesn't, oops, I have a piece that's out. Huh. I have a piece that's out. I'll put that back where it's supposed to go in just a second. But yeah, this comes as all one piece. You see how it is? So then when you're constructing your album, then you won't get those cracks. And it's not basic, it's not like regular cardstock. It's got more of like a feel of contact paper, but not that weird vinyl feeling that contact paper has. It's different. It's more of, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a matte finish. Yeah. And look at the way the hinges turn out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. And it's a pretty sturdy album. It stands, even when it's closed all the way. Like I didn't even make a ribbon for it to tie it or a closure or anything because it holds tight closed on its own and can stand up on its own. And I really like that a lot. I wasn't really trying to do it all like that. It just turned out that way. So I was thrilled. Part of why I wanted to share it. So when you open it up, this is where this is supposed to go right here. How does this go in? Well, I'll just start with this then because this is just a piece. Look how cute. And it goes in right here like so. And person can put a picture or, you know, some journal. Actually, you know what? I think I want it this way because I like the little pattern. I like the way the pattern is this way. Yeah, that's better with a little cloud there like that. And there's some paw print paper and a little cat. Look at that. This is a pocket then. I'll just show you with a different color piece of cardstock. And then here's a place for a picture. It's pretty simply decorated. I didn't over embellish because the person that I have in mind to give this to, it's appropriate to just not over embellish. And here's another spot for another picture here, and then a little pocket where this is going to go. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Look at the kitties in the bucket. There's a magnet closure there. So underneath this piece of paper, I have the magnet, and you can see like right here, these corners, that's actually from the cover. So when I was covering the cereal box / chipboard, whatever, and cut off the corners, I just re-glued the corners right here to make pockets. And then we saw this pull out here from the middle. And then here's this page, photo here. Now, the way that the photo will go is you don't slide the photo under these corners. You'll just, the person will just glue it right on top. And then these are all pockets in here for just little things, you know, little notes or pictures or just things like that. And then here is another little pull out, and it matches. The paper matches. So the person can put another photo or just look at the paper. Sometimes it's just nice to have a little surprise, you know. They can write a story here about a funny thing their kitty friends have done. I know there are many, many stories that go with that. Here's the next page, a little tab. I like these little tabs. They're dies, actually. Ooh, it's nice and sturdy. How did I do that? Oh, I think it's just liquid glue and 2 sheets of the pattern paper. But here's a flap that opens for a photo here. Little butterfly. This is not a flap. It's just, I had like a scrap here and then a scrap here, but I wanted to, it's like they didn't go together, or maybe they did go together. Maybe they did. I don't remember. This might have been from the 8x8 set, and I wanted it to fit right here. So I think I just used a decorative, like a decorative die edge to cut that there and ink the edges. And here's another tab. So this opens up. Now this does fit behind. I tried to make that on purpose so that'll fit behind. And then here's another pocket here. And did I use a magnet? I'm trying to think if I must have. Yeah, because it wouldn't have, because it would flap open otherwise. Yeah, so I used a magnet there. This I love so much. Look, he's playing with the butterfly and he's about to get it. This opens up. This does have a magnet because I put that little thing there. I do remember doing that with the magnet to hold it shut. And then these open up to put little tiny like wallet photos this way. And then here's another pocket in there. A little flower, another of that corner piece of the cover paper. Just kind of recycling that. And that holds those. This little band here holds those closed. Then here's another piece of the paper that pulls out. Look at the clouds. And the little, that same yellow that's here. Thought that was real nice. Oops. Let's stick this back in here. Okay. And then, and even if the person never pulls these out, it's a nice little, it's just nice. It gives a nice decoration on the outside, you know, so it's not just white pages. I like it. I like to do that in albums. Gives more choice. Here's another little pocket here. Look at, now this was a sort of an afterthought. I really wanted this cat with the balloons right there in that spot. And I thought it would look silly. Maybe I have a piece where I can show you how I made this decision. Imagine that this was cut right here, this balloon. I thought that would look silly just to have that cut off, because I was originally going to cut off right there with scissors. And then I thought, no, I don't have to, just because the page stops. But I didn't know what to do here. So what I did was, before I glued this piece on, I glued on the back here. See that? I glued some pattern paper to the back of the balloon. And then that way it wouldn't just be a white piece of balloon. It would be a pattern paper. So you don't notice it here. You know, when you're on this page, you don't notice that there's a piece sticking out. Sometimes if there's like a white backing, it looks like you forgot something, or it looks like, oh, you messed up, or you didn't mean to do that. But if there's a pattern paper, it looks intentional, which it was. I'm just so happy with the way that looks. The balloons here, and that the focus of the cats is kind of up this way. So you had to give them something to look up toward, you know. And this right here, another little cat. with the ball of yarn and a butterfly, couple stars, and then this opens up this way. And look at the kitties in the bucket. I just love it. And when this is all open, see how you've got 3 sets of balloons. 1, 2, 3. This was probably the thing that I enjoyed most about the album, is that every time that I made it in layers, I looked at it as in pieces and then as a whole. So before I added the embellishments, I looked at it closed and open. And every time I had it closed and open, I would say, what does it need? What does it need? And it wasn't a matter of over embellishing. It was just more of a matter of balance for me. So like, okay, when this was, I added this star because without this star there, it had 1 star here and it looked like it needed something when it was open. Now, when it was closed, it had 2 stars here and it still looked like it needed something. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just like at every stage of it, I looked at it to see, okay, what does it need? What does it need? And it wasn't to over embellish. It was just to balance, you know. And here's the last little pull out. Look at the paw prints. And then that turns over. And I didn't want it to pull out and be this repetitive thing again. I want it to be this way for balance, because it balances this tab, which balances the color here. See, in that little basket, that little yarn basket. Yeah, really nice. So this was the photo here. I didn't really mention that, but you could see that on this side, you've got the little kitties in the umbrella with the yarn, and there's the mouse and the kitty ready to get it. And this is a little pocket up in here, like that. And then this is a little pocket up in here. And I added this butterfly because the kitty is looking up, but what's the kitty looking up at? Got to give him something to look at. So cute. I absolutely love the way this turned out, and I'm so proud of it. I'm really just proud of it. I hope the person I'm giving it to likes it as much as I do. So, oh, I didn't even mention, this is, this frame is something I had in my stash, but other than this little frame, I think that might be the only thing that, yeah. Other than this little yellow frame, everything else, is made by Craft O'Clock, and I will put links if you're interested in the paper, especially like in, this is called the Paws of Happiness paper collection. Everything comes with it. This little quote is from the Childhood Crayons collection, and then this cover is one of their covers. But I had it in my stash, and I thought I really just wanted to make this album for a birthday gift for someone special who is definitely a cat lover. And I know there are lots of cat lovers out there too. So thanks so much for watching and for joining in on the walkthrough of this mini album. Hope you really, really liked it a lot, as much as I did. Again, head over to the blog and you can see the measurements for this album in detail if you're interested in making one that's like this, or just getting some inspiration for your own mini album projects. You could check out the links below if you're interested in the paper collection. It's available in the Sandpaper Road shop. And thanks for subscribing. I'm so happy to see all of you again and again, week after week. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.